Hello everyone, it's Dragon Critic aka Lee O'Brien and welcome to the first cinema trip of 2020 and the first cinema trip of the 2020s decade. So today I am seeing Bad Boys 3, or aka Bad Boys for Life. I don't have a whole lot to say about the first two movies. I actually watched the second one last night, but the first one I actually think is a very good movie. I think it's very underrated. I really like the action, I really like the acting. I think Will Smith and Martin Lawrence do a great job in both of the movies, and I think the first one's just oddly enough a solid movie. I don't think of much flaws, but it's definitely one that I actually enjoyed, and definitely one that I think is a great movie. Bad Boys 1 I'd give an 8 out of 10. The sequel, however, I don't think is all that great. Now, it's not a bad movie by any means. It still has a lot of the great things from the first one, but I feel it's way too dragged out, and the pacing is really sloppy, and it just really way too long for me. It's still decent, but just not as great as the first one. 7 out of 10. So now as the third one is now coming out, I'm intrigued to see this one. I'm kind of excited. I hope it's just as good as the first one. I'm expecting it at least to be on par with the first or slightly beneath, and I'm hoping it's at least an 8 out of 10. So yeah, hopefully it's a good movie. I have a good feeling it will be. I really like the first two, and hopefully this will complete the trend of being good films. I mean, sure, the second one isn't that great, but hey, this could be hopefully blow the second one out of the water. But I really like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence's acting. Like I said, the first one's really good. I really like it. The second one I just think is good, but let's hope the third one is actually at least pretty good. I'm going with my friend. I didn't know I was going to see this, but I'm excited to see it, and I did just watch the second one last night, so I am intrigued to see this one, so I hope it's a very good movie. So, let's begin. Bad Boys for Life is the third installment of the Bad Boys series and was released 17 years after the second movie. The story follows Mike and Marcus, and they have to go against the villain. I won't say much because I don't want to go into spoilers, but I actually really enjoyed this movie. The storytelling was really good and was a lot darker than what I thought it would be. The film felt it wanted a more deeper tone than the first two movies and took some ballsy plot turns that I did not see coming. I even had some predictions, but they actually turned out being false. However, the climax, as awesome as it is, it kind of dragged. It's not to say the movie was boring, which thankfully it wasn't, but I do feel they could have speeded up the pacing of the final few minutes a little faster. However, I really enjoyed the story. The acting, once again, is awesome, and one of the characters even looked like Brad Davis from Spider-Man Far From Home, which was awesome, and the action was awesome and even better than the action of the first two movies. The characters, for the most part, are really good. Mike and Marcus are once again fantastic, and their chemistry is just awesome, like in the first two movies, and brings a lot of laughs into the table. The new ones were also pretty good and got a good amount of character development. However, the villains could have been slightly more developed. The villain who was in it the most part did a lot, but I feel they could have maybe fleshed him out a little more. And the villain of the third act, she could have done a lot more. They are good enough, but I just wish they got a bit more development. The music is also awesome, and it's catchy hearing the Bad Boys theme song. Bad Boys for Life, which, well, isn't perfect, but it's a fantastic movie and definitely my favourite of the trilogy, and I think it actually concludes the trilogy in a very satisfying way. I'm going to be giving Bad Boys for Life an 8 out of 10.